Name the Disney film in which Honest John leads the title character astray to the sinful pleasure island.
Pinocchio!
And your winner, pitching a perfect game and breaking the singles record, William the
We talked about something before. We talked about the Outlaw. We talked about Knost. I want to ask you to be number 3 on our team, and we'll get a 4th. We're talking about the 4 horsemen of movie trivia. Are you in or are you out, Beast?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but yes.
Yes?
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
why not?
Bibbiani was touted as the next great thing. A lot of people looked at him as a future champ. There was a lot of hype, but then he lost to JT, but he bounced back with a bit of a TKO over Dewberry, and then he challenged Christian. In what 80s war film does Bruce Willis play an emotionally battered Vietnam War vet?
Born on the 4th of July?
And your winner! With a score of 23-18, the commissioner, Christian.
I am sick and tired of your so-called leadership, your condescending pep talks, your attempts to give me training. Look at you guys. You guys were the Mac and me of movie trivia.
We got a little surprise for you. We got someone coming in that's gonna complement his skills.
Oh, it's Whitney Seibold. I know Whitney.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Whitney Seibold.
It is my goal that by the end of the year, at the Schmoedown Spectacular, I will be the very first person in the Schmoedown to have both belts, team and singles, simultaneously.
And your winner, and new Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, William the Beast BIbbiani!
The Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018. The theme is Anarchy. We're going to take competitors' names from a hat, draw them at random, and pair them up. Mighty Matt Knost. And let's see. Ooh, William BIbbiani.
Matt Knost has had some bad luck in this league. He's had some 5-pointers that I don't even think Chris Kaliski, who wrote the question, knew the answer to. We're going to find out today what kind of luck Knost runs into, because when Knost is on fire, it's hard to beat him.
All right, the 4 horsemen. We are back. We're going to take the singles. We're going to take team. We're going to take inner geekdom. We're going to invent titles.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Mighty Matt Knost.
Ethan Erwin. He has had amazing matches. He started off beating Yolanda Machado, and then his second match was a masterpiece in his win against the Professor Lon Harris. What a match that was. And then he took out the Godfather, Sam Levine's former partner, and now here he is, Mark Andraco.
Richard and Steven.
And your
Ethan Erwin, who was supposed to be with Janine the Machine, is now going to be with Sabina Graves.
Bibbiani is the beast. We go back as colleagues. We want to go ahead and show that we can show up for fights even against some of like the heavyweights.
time. The tournament continues. I'm Christian Harloff, and that's Ken Knapsack.
You damn well better be sure that's me. I'm happy to be here for this, well, chaos.
Yeah.
You have created chaos. Kalinowski's created chaos. A lot of people
it.
created chaos. And to quote Michael Keaton from the great comedy Dream Team, chaos is great. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, chaos will ensue here. And not only for just the fact of all these teams, these random teams, we've already seen it paired together. People we thought, wow, that'd be amazing if they were a team. Or I don't know if that team will work, and it shows that they will. We have something going down here today. We have the franchise force against the Cinemaniacs. Now, Who is that, you say? Well, the franchise force, that is Sabina Graves, part of Superhero News, and she has had a nice little run for herself so far. Her and Sean Gerber got themselves to a nice match against Critically Acclaimed. She had a great match in the free-for-all, and one of the people that she went up against was Ethan Erwin. Ethan Big Time Erwin is right up there with Mara Kanopik as potential Rookie of the Year this year. He got himself that close to getting a title shot going in. He had Mark Andreyko beat. Mark Andreyko had a great comeback, took it, but Ethan is a force to be reckoned with. Teamed with Sabina, that's a good team.
Look, Sabina and Ethan they're lights in a dark world to me. These are nice competitors who come in here, have some fun. They don't got an evil side to them like me. I really think this is where the tournament succeeds, putting things together that you didn't think would go together, like vodka and peach juice. I wouldn't know it until I tried it. Now here we're at.
Well, let's talk about oil and vinegar, because we've got the Cinemaniacs here with the manager of this team. Because, by the way, the manager of the franchise force is Jay Washington. Jay Washington was actually allowed to manage 2 teams here because of the split that happened, and he managed the team with Janine, and now he manages the team with Ethan. He'll be here a little later on, but he will be here. And then we have the Cinemaniacs, managed by the manager of the current team champions, the Shire Wolves, Emma Fife, who is a shoo-in, you'd have to say, for manager of the year so far.
I mean, absolutely. Next year will be me, of course, but this year Emma is just dominating with her stables going around. But this is where, again, the tournament creates some stuff. We got vodka peach juice. That tastes good. But now we got maybe a quesadilla and a taco and a donut. I don't know what goes together. I don't know until you get it on the plate. And I am so curious to see these 3 personalities together.
Matt Knost, the former team champion, part of the legendary team Top 10 and the Horsemen, he is paired with his former stablemate of the current champion himself, William the Beast Bibbiani. They're matched back up. They are a team, and I've already hearing behind the scenes, these two do not see eye to eye at all.
I can't imagine that they would, but maybe they could be motivated by the drive, the push for victory. You know, Bibbiani is big with the entrances. Matt Knost, he shows up here. Like, it's just one of those kind of things.
It's a great question, though, too, because Bibbiani is known for the entrances.
Yeah.
Can he get Knost on board to do these big theatrical entrances? Because it was never really Top 10's thing. Roka was the theatrical one. He'd come out, he'd do his thing, and then Knost would just come in and play. Can Bibbiani make Knost that theatrical guy? We're going to find out. But we're also going to find out what they have to say about each other. Here we go.
Hey, this is Ethan.
This is Sabina.
We are
the franchise force.
Okay, here we are. It is the Anarchy tournament, and we've got a great team here. This is the Cinemaniacs. It's a team I never thought would be together, but I like our chances. We've got Matt Knost, who is a former team champion, and William BIbbiani, who is the current singles champion. So, yeah, things are looking good. I'm really excited. This is going to be a good time. You know, Sabina, Ethan, you guys are great competitors, but you just haven't been in the game for as long. Neither of you have ever held a title. So, what do you know? I really think we got a very, very, very good shot at this. Yeah, guys, how you feeling?
Yeah. I am super excited to participate in this tournament. It's the biggest team match I've ever been involved in.
Same.
It's and it's cool, and I'm excited that Sabina and I are going to be working together on this. You know, we shared a table at the free for all. She's super smart. I think there's a lot that she knows that I don't. Hopefully, I know some things that she doesn't. We'll really complement each other.
It is odd that we're here. I know the horse persons just want me back as hard as they can right now, and I guess this is the best that they can do.
Really,
this is okay.
Pretty sure we voted and it was no hands went up, you know?
Yeah, no, it's
They're like, who wants Bibbs back? And everybody was like, well, I missed the question. Was there another question you were supposed to ask?
You know, I definitely think that we could pull this upset, honestly. I think we could take advantage of that possible friction. Ethan and I, we've hung out at the free-for-all, even backstage at the live event, and started to get to know each other and answering questions backstage and seeing where we both kind of stood as far as our strengths and weaknesses.
I couldn't even get you on Twitter to try to like come up with a team name. Do you have any idea how many team names we went through?
No.
Any idea how many team names?
No. There is no we in that. You had a 12-sided argument in your head over team names, and it was like, hey, what about this? 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 What about this?
And you could have just said yes or suggested other names.
By the time we logged onto Twitter, you had already struck down the previous 50 and be like, here are the new options, and be like, I didn't see the old options.
Bibbiani, Knost, here's what's going to happen today. We are going to take you down. And then we're going to keep going after that. This is just day one, guys.
We're coming for you.
It was like reading Tolstoy. It's going through this.
What do you have against reading, Matt?
I have a problem with certain Russian authors from 200 years ago that just take forever to get to the goddamn point. It's like reading the worst of Hemingway.
You know,
I opened the car door and the wind was
Tolstoy and Hemingway. No, we're done.
Welcome to the Cinemaniacs. We hope you enjoy.
Exactly what I thought was going to happen. You have Erwin and Sabina who are on the same page here, excited to play with each other, and then Emma trying to lighten the mood and saying, hey, we're ready to play, and it just ends in a full-out argument for 2.5 minutes.
That's what I would expect.
Yeah.
I got no words for that.
You got to assume that gives Franchise Force a little bit of an up here, but we're going to find out. Ken, give me the tail of the tape between these two teams.
Tail of the tape for Franchise Force, Sabina and Ethan. Well, we know they're good with superhero movies. That's a speciality of Sabina. Ethan, I'm going to say new releases because, well, he's also good at getting go pictures, kid. A lot of new releases might come from his brain. So Cinemaniacs on the other side, their strengths include, I think they're very well-rounded with Oscar movies, directors. You wonder if Westerns has kind of fallen into Knost's brain by proxy, and they're also good at, well, screaming at each other during the breaks.
Well, that's pretty good. Are you ready to go?
Sir, I am ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Introducing first, making their Schmoedown team debut. He is Ethan Big Time Erwin and Sabina, the Great Graves Team Franchise Force. Coming out to two skinny J's. I like that. I like that. Two skinny J's. Can't deny the force, Ken.
You cannot deny the force.
Yeah. Ethan Erwin, kind of cool, calm, and collected. Both of these guys, for rookies, seem like they've been playing for a while here.
Yeah, absolutely. That term rookie, it doesn't necessarily apply to, their level of experience.
No, we're going to find out. Here we go. This is either going to be something special or an absolute train wreck. And their opponents, led to the ring by their manager, the Golden Mike, Emma Fife. He is the former team champion, Mighty Matt Knost, and the reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Bibbiani. Team Cinemaniacs. Music. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Emma playing it. She's getting. Look at Knost is dancing. I don't. They got him to dance. They got him to dance at least. Yeah. He's dancing. No costume. No costume.
I think Knost's sneakers are color coordinated.
Knost has a great taste in sneakers. His sneaker game is on.
Yeah, he's a sneaker guy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good.
Bibbiani looks like he's over in Paris writing his novel.
Is he showing that to Ethan? Oh, he's putting that in Ethan's face.
That's very pretty.
It's very shiny.
I'm going to have that.
And Emma Fife looking like she was being held hostage by Bibbiani there, but she did a good job.
Emma's a pro.
Yeah,
Emma's a pro, but she ran off the set as fast as she could.
Yeah, she's currently in a car driving to a location. All right.
All right, here we go. So the teams have made their move. Bibbiani does not. He does not sit to the production crew's dismay. So we are now going to read the rules here, and here are the rules. In round number 1, the competitors are going to get 8 questions that they're going to write on the whiteboard, worth 1 point apiece, 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rules. Don't forget about your challenge rule. If you need any further explanation, let us know here at the desk. But without any further questions here, Team Cinemaniacs, are you guys on the same page? Can we get going?
Blaven.
Matt? Sure.
Precisely.
All right. Okay, great. And then Team Franchise Force.
We're ready.
Let's do it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
There we go, guys. All right, here we go. Question number 1. It comes in the realm of action-adventure. In Con Air, what was the nickname given to the villain Cyrus Grissom, played by John Malkovich?
Malkovich, yeah?
Malkovich has been in, I think, everything. Like literally everything.
Yeah.
I think he's in your home videos from Christmas. 5.
With a great Russian accent.
4. Not in that movie. 3. That's rounders. 2. 1. Pens down, please. And Matt Knost.
The Virus.
Correct. Sabina.
I don't know.
Didn't have a Beast.
Cyrus the Virus.
Ethan.
The Virus.
Okay, so 2-1. The Cinemaniacs.
I like the quotes.
The evil geniuses. All right, next question.
All right. Next
Exactly.
question
Not to give
comes
a name.
in the category of horror/thriller. Who played the 2 lead detectives in the 1995 thriller 7? 1995, I was banned from a circuit city. You know that?
Is that true?
No.
No. I wanted a good story. Don't just lie like Finstock. 5.
Word for him.
4. 3. 2. 1. Pens down. Sabina.
Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Correct.
That's correct.
Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
That's correct.
Ethan.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
Matt Knost.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman.
Okay, so
Good answers all around.
4-3. Next question here is in dramas. Charlie Sheen, Willem Dafoe, and Forrest Whitaker start together in what 1986 war film? Star together. Not start. Thank you, Skliski. Give me an anchor man.
Skalisku, man.
Skliski. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Mr. Beast.
Platoon.
Correct. Ethan.
Platoon.
Yep. Matt
Platoon.
and Sabina.
I got it wrong. Apocalypse Now.
Oh, close. Okay,
right.
so 6-4.
6-4.
6-4. All right, next question.
Next question comes in the category of romance. Romance. In Roman Holiday, who plays American reporter Joe Bradley, tries to get a scoop on Princess Anne, but instead falls in love with her.
So Beast and Ethan have it.
Yeah.
No, she's trying to pull it.
He's trying to
5,
punch through it.
4, 3,
Tension on.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, and Ethan.
Gregory Peck.
Correct. Matt.
correct.
Yeah, I couldn't get it in
Didn't
time.
have it. Sabina.
Cary Grant.
Didn't have it, and Beast.
Gregory Peck.
Beast had
All
it.
right.
Okay, so 7-5 there.
7-5 though.
There's still only a 2-point game
Yeah.
here. Ethan is on fire here, and we get to our next question, which is this me?
That is you, sir.
Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. In this 1986 adventure sci-fi film, 12-year-old David Friedman is abducted by aliens and then forced to fight a way to get back to his time. What is the movie?
I saw this one in the theater, you know?
I did too.
Yeah. World.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Want to repeat it?
1. Pens down. Matt Knost didn't have it. Sabina.
Nope, don't
Didn't
have
have
it.
it. Beast.
Flight of the Navigator.
Correct.
Flight of the Navigator.
All right, so
All
Beast.
right.
I think he actually fought.
Cinemaniacs 8-6. Beast and Ethan have not missed, and there's a 2-point difference. Here we go.
All right, question 6 comes in the category of comedies. Comedies, these are the yuck yucks. In This Is the End, what boy band leads a heavenly dance party in the finale?
Good question.
You know, I was in a boy band.
That's definitely not
It
true.
was called Try Again.
5, 4, 3. You've been teeing that up for years. 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we have Sabina.
Backstreet Boys.
That's correct.
Everybody.
Ethan. Knost did not have it. Knost did not have it, so 9-8. They pick up a point here because Knost missed. So 9-8, 9-8. And 1 point there because Sabina hit that one. And we are close. We are
Oh,
close.
sorry. I don't know my boy bands. I apologize.
Next question is movie quotes. Movie quotes. Here we go, guys. Movie quotes. In which film will you hear Daniel Day-Lewis say the following? You stay alive no matter what occurs, I will find you. No matter how long, no matter how far, I will find you. Battle here, Ken. 1 point difference. Jeez. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And William the Beast Bibbiani.
Michael Mann's The Last of the Mohicans.
Correct. Ethan.
Last Mohican.
Yes. Knost.
Last of the Mohicans.
And Sabina?
There will would be blood.
Oh, didn't have it. Okay, 11-9.
All right. Final question, number 8, comes in the category of animated. This 2016 animated film about what happens when their owners leave starred the voice talents of Kevin Hart, Ellie Kemper, Jenny Slate, and Albert Brooks.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Ethan.
Secret Life of Pets.
That's correct. Ethan's perfect.
Secret Life of Pets.
Correct. Sabina.
Secret Life of Pets.
Beast.
Secret Life of Pets.
Both perfect.
right.
So Ethan and Bibbiani both go perfect here. So they're both going to get the bonus question and a chance to get another point for their team. Only Ethan and Bibbiani you will use your whiteboards here, but Knost and Sabina will not be answering this question. Here we go. Oh, and there he is. Oh, he's here.
He's interrupted on the bench.
Right.
Oh, good.
Okay. Nice to see you.
The champ was trying to keep me from being here.
Oh, okay.
What?
And, you know, he flattened the tire.
Oh, he did.
So he's voted.
Well, Ethan just scored. Ethan got a perfect round.
Oh, hi. How are you?
All
Good
right,
to see
so he's about to answer. Okay.
I thought we were friends. Well, you're going to use me as an excuse
All
like
right,
this?
Jay Washington's in and Jay Washington's out. All right, here we go. So Ethan and Bibbiani, here we go, right back to where we started at the free-for-all. Bonus question. Which film released in 1985 tied the record for most nominations without any wins with 11 total? Both going to take a shot here.
2 perfect rounds.
The champion
I'm surprised.
and what some say should be the champion. Okay, Beast.
The color purple.
Ethan.
I don't have it.
Bibbiani got it.
All right.
So
All right.
Beast best big time in that one as they go 3 rounds up, 3 points up here as we get to round number 2.
Okay, let's switch
and
up.
round number 2 is going to work like this. The competitors will spin the wheel. The teams will spin the wheel. They're going to get 6 questions in a category that they land on. If they land on a category they don't like the first time around, they can spin again. Unless it lands on opponent's choice, then they have to take whatever the other team gives to them. 6 questions, 2 points apiece. You can go to multiple choice. Don't forget about multiple choice. And you have both teams have all of their repeats. Both teams have both of their challenges. So, and the wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Emmanuel Ibanez, on patreon.com/Schmoedown. The sponsored wheel slices for today's match are Spielberg and directors. Thank you, Emmanuel. Very cool. Thank you to all of our patrons out there, too. You can go on over and check out exclusive matches that we had. I'd say the Jurassic Park match is one of the best matches we've ever had, so you can go on over there. And myself versus Ellis. All right, so as we get to round number 2 here, the Cinemaniacs are on top by 3 points here. Would you guys like to go first or second?
We'll go first.
Okay.
Go first.
Matt agrees on that? All right, there you go. All right.
All right. Bib's walking across with some determination.
Please don't spin by the pegs. Please spin by the wheel. Yep.
Wheel of morality. Turn.
Spin is in. Spin is in, Christian.
He actually got a smile out of Knost and then confusion at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
So I can't tell. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it's and you're going to hit Disney films, which is a strength of Matt Knost.
Yeah, spin it again.
All right, they're going to spin it
going
again.
for the spin again.
Spinning it again.
All right, a good solid spin. Spin is in, spin is in.
I'll tell you what, though, Bibbiani,
Yeah.
since winning that championship, or even the second half, he's really come to play so far. He looks like the Bibbiani we all thought he was going to be.
Yeah, the one that we thought. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
It goes past it, and
We
it looks like
have
Spielberg.
movie.
There we go. So Emmanuel Ibanez helps us out here, too. Emmanuel gets us to Spielberg here. Thank you once again to Emmanuel for picking Spielberg. So that is it. We're going to have Matt Knost and Bibbiani going to go for Spielberg. Here we go, gentlemen. Spielberg. Okay, 6 questions, 2 points apiece. Again, multiple choice if you need it. First question. Jeremy Irvine starred as the young Albert Narracott from England in which Steven Spielberg film?
Warhorse.
2 points.
Correct for 2 points.
All right. Next question. Which actor plays Gigolo Joe in AI Artificial Intelligence?
Jude Law.
Correct.
That's
for 2
correct,
points.
2 points.
All right. What was the name of the club in the opening of Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom?
Okay, go ahead.
Club Obi-Wan.
2 points.
Correct, 2 more.
All right. Here we go. What was Steven Spielberg's first theatrically released film?
I mean, technically in Europe, but
5, 4.
That's what we do. The technically
Sugarland Express.
2 points.
2 points.
With Bibbiani and Knost having a great round here. All right. Who plays Roland Tempo in The Lost World Jurassic Park, where his only goal was to hunt a male T-Rex?
Pete Postlethwaite.
2 points. Wow. And finally, your last question in Spielberg. Who plays Roy Neary's wife, Ronnie Neary, in Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Huge zip.
5.
Former teammate.
4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right.
Is it A, Maude Adams, B, Mia Farrow, C, Terry Garr, D, Melinda Dillon?
Terry Garr.
1 point.
That's 1 point.
Okay,
Wow.
what a round by the
What a round.
Cinemaniacs there. That was really impressive. I mean, they look great together. Unbelievable. So now Ethan and Sabina are going to go give a spin.
Do it, yes.
Wow. I mean, they need something big. They need something big here.
That was shown their
Sabina.
skills there.
It's all right. It's okay. That's okay.
You're fine.
It's fine.
Spin is in. Spin is in.
Woo! Chess.
Here we go.
You can do it.
Oh, what is it? Maybe
It
it's a thing.
is
What do you?
Fantasy
Fantasy
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Fantasy sci-fi.
I feel pretty good about it, but if you want to do it again,
Fantasy sci-fi. Ethan saying.
Okay.
All right.
Great, let's do it.
Ethan saying he wants
She's
to
going to
stick
go
with it.
for it. Yeah, you know, Ethan said he's comfortable with it. Maybe that's what you
And
do.
she's trusting in her teammate here. So here we go.
All right, 6 questions in this category. First one up. Who was the potions master at Hogwarts in the first 5 Harry Potter films?
Severus Snape.
2
That's
points.
correct. 2 points. Sabina's got that. In Return of the Jedi, what species were the spies that stole the plans to the second Death Star?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
A. Rhodians. B. Humans. C. Bothans. D. Mon Calamari.
Bothans.
That's correct for point.
1 point.
Many Bothans.
Many Bothans died.
All right. In The Day the Earth Stood Still, what is the name of Klaatu's robot ally?
Multiple choice.
A. Gort. B. Klata. C. Barada. D. Nikto.
Gort.
That is correct for a point.
All right.
All right, question 4. Who voices Hiccup in the film How to Train Your Dragon?
Jay Baruchel.
That's correct for 2 points.
Okay. All right.
All right. Who played the villain Capricorn in the 2008 family fantasy adventure film Inkheart?
Five.
Paul Bettany.
Incorrect.
Incorrect for Steele.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who played the villain Capricorn in the 2008 family fantasy adventure film Inkheart?
The first by the Cinemaniacs.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Brendan Fraser.
Incorrect. Looking for Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis.
Last one. Here we go.
Yes,
Last
yes.
one.
Final question. In Ex Machina, what is the name of the company that Donald Gleason works for?
I feel like these are significantly harder than the Spielberg questions. I'm just going to put it out there.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
A. Microtech. B. Blue Book. C. BookBub. D. Tech Time.
Microtech.
Incorrect.
Blue Book.
That is correct for Steele. 1 point Steele.
So as far as Ethan's comment, there was two. That's the problem with picking a vague category like fantasy sci-fi as something specific to either Spielberg or Kevin Smith. That's what happens. So again, a rookie comment, so I'm going to let it slide. All right, so now we are 9 points here. 9 points as we get to round number 3 here. Round number 3. Okay, so it works like this. The competitors are going to pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one ranges 2, second one ranges 3 points, third one is 5 points, 1 to 20. Now the Cinemaniacs have used one of their JTE rules, and the Franchise Force has not used any of them yet. They both have 2 challenges left. All right, so the Cinemaniacs are up. Please choose between 1 and 20.
It's 10, 15, 16.
10, 15, 16. Okay, for the Cinemaniacs and for the Force.
6
17.
and 9.
6, 17, and 9. So the franchise force has to hit all 3 or they will lose via TKO here. And we're going to start out with number 6. Number 6. And that is from 2000s. 2000s. Who's going to take the 2000s?
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that? Good.
Who's taking it? You're taking the
Ethan's
All right,
gonna take
Ethan's
it.
taking it. All right, Ethan. Here we go. Ethan, who plays twins Paul and Eli Sunday in There Will Be Blood?
Paul Dano.
For 2 points.
2
okay?
points.
All right, so now we go to the three-pointer here.
Come on, he's a great actor.
The three-pointer here. The three-pointer is number 17 that Sabina will have to answer in order to stay in the game here. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock here. Sandra Bullock. All right, Sabina. Who was Sandra's heroic co-star in Speed 2?
If you want, I can answer it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You have all your JTs. 5.
Repeat the question.
Here we go. And who was Sandra's heroic co-star in Speed 2?
Keanu Reeves.
And your winners by way of technical knockout, William Bibbiani, Mighty Matt Knost, Cinemaniacs.
I'll tell you what, man, they look good.
They did look good.
They look good together.
They did.
Knost and Bibbiani looking good together. Who thought that would happen? Ethan Erwin is out of the tournament, as is Sabina Graves.
Yeah.
And the Beast best the big time for right then and there. Yeah.
Look, I think that wheel round was the story right there. Fantasy, sci-fi. Sometimes it is simple as Return of the Jedi. Sometimes it's Inkheart, and you have to go deeper.
Well, I mean, that was something. Everyone was wondering, how would these two get along? Well, they showed us because they look scary, and I'll tell you what, they trusted one another during that round because they collaborated. They weren't answering over one another, and it looked like, again, Knost trusted in Bibbiani. Bibbiani confided in Knost. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how well they worked together.
Victory is a motivator. The quest for gold.
So who's going to stop those two? I mean, because now you have the champion himself now looking to get a shot. How awkward would it be if they wound up going for the championship against the Shire Wolves with Emma Fyfe as their manager?
What would she stand in the middle and is she contractually obligated to go with this team? I don't know. That's some of the drama that Anarchy is creating.
All right, so we are going to now talk to Brianne Chandler, who is behind the scenes here with both the Cinemaniacs and the Franchise Force. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Brianne here with Franchise Force. Ethan did have to step out because he's big time. He had a big time meeting.
That's true.
So on behalf of Ethan, Jay will definitely be fielding a lot of these questions. So glad to see you, both of you.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for finally being able to make it. It was a lot of troubles, but I had a lot of confidence in them, even though the will and things did not go you guys' way. But I believe in the two of them.
I believe in the two of them as well. Round one, how are you feeling in round one?
Oh man, round one was crazy. I definitely saw a bunch of my weak spots in film, like war films. But it was just really fun and surreal to be on the table again with those guys.
To be on the table with those guys, Ethan did a great job in terms of being able to score all the points in round one. So that's always helpful.
A perfect round.
And then get that extra bonus as well. He didn't actually get it, but he was offered it. So, hey.
Here's the thing. I don't consider what you have a weakness. I consider just a few things you didn't know for the moment, and you'll figure out for next time. See, no reason to put yourself down. No reason to be upset and angry. Anger gets nowhere. Gets nobody anything.
I'm not angry.
Well, good.
But it's so cool that I got to be I've done a few matches.
You're up there with them, and you deserve to be in that position.
This is my third time going against Bibbs, and it was crazy.
Well, people have a lot of times against them, and you will hate it every time.
Jay and Sabina, I want to know about round two. What were you thinking with fantasy sci-fi? At the end of the round, what were you thinking? Should I have spun again, or any thoughts on fantasy sci-fi in general?
I think we did a really good job at bouncing off each other for that round, and we both as soon as we heard Inkheart, we both immediately thought of Brendan Fraser and Paul Bettany. And out of the two, I was like, oh, Brendan Fraser had to have been the good guy. Why is Paul Bettany popping in my head? So he was probably the bad guy, and totally did not know it was Andy Serkis.
I do have a slight issue with fantasy sci-fi. It's such a broad category that even included Star Wars questions for some reason. There's a Star Wars league. There shouldn't be Star Wars questions, but that's another thing for another day. However, I do have one important announcement I would like to make if I'm allowed to.
Yes, I'd love to hear this right now.
I had the chance to speak with Ethan Erwin. We had a long, in-depth conversation. We got down to brass tactics, if you will. And we've come to the conclusion that for the remainder of this season, I will be the manager for big-time Ethan Erwin. And that is an amazing thing. My mental capacity, his amazing ability on the board, and we can keep bringing Sabina in. Things are just falling into place.
Would you be interested in teaming up with Ethan Erwin again after Anarchy is finished?
You know, like definitely with this match, I've seen sort of where I am like comfortable at, and definitely like more inner geekdom and genre. And I'm pretty happy with my team with superhero news. Okay. I think Ethan, honestly, like working with him would be amazing someday. But he's gonna go after that belt, and he's gonna get that belt. I believe in him.
Actually, he will be champion. The fact that you have Bibbiani as champion is a fluke. We all know it. The rightful title holder should be Ethan Erwin, and it will be sooner than later.
All right, then. And we're back with the first place finishers today, Cinemaniacs. Emma, how you feeling?
Yeah, you know, I said this was a pretty unlikely pairing, but again, I said it at the beginning. I've got two very, very strong competitors here, and I actually have to say I'm incredibly impressed with how well they played together as a team. I mean, particularly you look at round 2, and there was like some really good synergy going on there, and that wasn't necessarily what I thought was going to happen. I mean, I thought that they would do really well. Obviously, we have the current singles champion and the former team champion, so yeah.
I mean, I think they played better together than sometimes top 10 plays together, but that's just me.
Oh, you got something to say over there, do you? Okay, well, why don't you just go ahead and keep that?
All right, great. I mean, aside from the wardrobe and the entrance duality, the game was on point.
I mean, look, we made the plans. We confirmed the music and the costumes, and Emma and I came here ready to play, and others didn't. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to put anyone on blast, but let's just say that, you know, when it comes to playing the game, we may be a perfect team, but when it comes to everything else, we may be like, okay, a little late.
I love all the subtweets.
Where was that Matt Knost when we entered the stage? All right, fine.
Yeah, so the Cinemaniacs, I really think that this is a team that might go far in this Anarchy tournament.
What if they go all the way and then they're against the Shire Wolves? What's going to happen?
Yeah, okay,
for you?
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll think about that later, somewhere down the line. This was only round 1.
Stop bridge.
Yeah, what kind of percentage of winnings do you get? Because we might be able to up that percentage, you know? We'd like to keep certain people in the mix.
They're thinking about you, Emma.
Yeah.
Listen,
wow.
Get your beak wet. That's all get your beak wet.
All right. Yeah. But I mean, you know what? Right out the gate, I would say that this is a team that's got a decent enough future ahead of them here in the Anarchy tournament.
I love your enthusiasm. May I please? Thank you. I love your enthusiasm. I love your enthusiasm. I love my enthusiasm. Matt, but you know, you're here.
There's that enthusiasm.
That's better. Dance for me. Dance, damn you.
I don't remember having an agreement on my end saying, yes, I'm coming in costume. It was, you guys are like, hey, I'm so gung-ho. And I was like, I'd like to answer questions. And you're like, well, I'm going to show up in this. And I was like, well, and then it just kind of ended right there.
And then he went, whoa, but he didn't actually never say you weren't going to do it. Like, that's, we were here. We're here to play. We're here to have fun. We're here to put on a show. We're putting on a show for you people. Matt, a little late, buddy. A little late.
Look, it's all showmanship. I don't know what's going to happen with Cinemaniacs going forward. But we're here to kick everybody else's ass. And is there going to be friction for the two of us the entire fucking run of this? Yes. Yes, there will be.
Yes, there is. Do you mind? I made a big entrance, and your exit. You're supposed to come out with. Thank you. We're good. We're good.
Look, Ethan's bummed. You know, he didn't have a chance there to he wanted to go farther. That's 2 straight losses now that he's got, and he's got to try to pick himself back up. He's talking about the singles tournament, but there's a lot of respect there for Sabina, and Sabina saying the same thing about Ethan. But the interview with the Cinemaniacs, they're still not on the same page necessarily in the interviews, but when you get to the way they played together, I mean, maybe they can reconcile things. Who knows?
We'll see, but that could be one of the stories. Maybe they tear up from the inside.
Yeah, I got a question for you, though. You got a match coming up here between your boy here, Mike Kalinowski, who for some reason you love him now all of a sudden, and this kid, Chance Ellison. Everyone says Chance Ellison is the next big thing. What do I got to know about Chance Ellison?
Here's the thing. You know, Anarchy has brought us together. Fate has brought us together. You might say chance has brought us together. And what you have to, what I look for as a manager is I like going outside the box sometimes, finding new talent, new voices, and new minds. You guys are going to be surprised.
All right, well, you heard it straight from the evil one's mouth himself. So we are now going to say thank you to you guys. Make sure you keep checking out Team Anarchy. We have so much going to happen. Who is going to be? How's your bracket doing so far? Did you have the Cinemaniacs? Did you have the Franchise Force? Who did you have here? How is it doing? Who do you think is going to wind up playing the Shire Wolves at the Schmoedown Spectacular for those belts? Join Patreon today. You want that exclusive match between me and Ellis? Well, you got to join today. Do it. Go ahead. Sign on up. There's so much happening. For Ken Knapsack, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time. How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown. Now, myself, Mark Ellis, we've taken over the production. Basically, you guys have 16 tiers to choose from. We're trying to give back to the fans. Go and check it out right there. If you want to support the Schmoedown by becoming a patron today, go ahead and do it. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given us. And yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to get your opinions on it. Now, go enjoy the match. Go, do it. It's a good match, for God's sakes.